Hey everybody, welcome to another installment of Brad Cook Stuff. This week, I decided I wanted to make something that I saw in a video my mom sent me, or rather, kind of rip it off. I mean, I'm actually going to be just stealing the recipe, making a couple of changes, but it was such a good idea. So tonight, we are having fake crab cakes. That's right, we're having some fake crab cakes. All right, let's take a look at the ingredients, see what we're working with. Here are the ingredients for tonight's dish. I have some imitation crab, some eggs, some seasoning, and some celery and green onion. All right, let's start chopping. All right, let's get these scallions chopped. I'm just going to use the white part, I think. I'm going to chop these real small. Okay, that's that. Let's get these into the bowl. Next, we're going to chop up some of this celery. Okay, there's some celery. Now on to the imitation crab. Okay, got 4 little pieces. Same thing here. Cut them up real small. Okay, next we're going to pop in an egg here. As for seasonings, it's recommended to put some white pepper in. Go. And Old Bay seasoning. Can't have a crab cake without Old Bay seasoning. Should be enough. Okay, let's mix all this up here. That's about as good as it's going to get. All right, put this into a pan. Okay, let's get this pan heated up. We'll get some oil in the pan here. All right, let's drop this sucker in, huh? Okay, let's flip this over. Went better than I thought. I think this might be done. Let's go ahead and get this onto a plate here. There we go. Flip it over and double check. Oh yeah, I think that's finished. All right. All right, I think it's time to eat. All right, moment of truth. I have here an imitation crab cake. So, imitation crab, some green onion, celery, egg, white pepper, and Old Bay seasoning. That doesn't sound too bad, but I'll tell you what. Oh, it smells pretty damn good. And you know what? It's not crab, but tell that to my nose. It smells like crab. Check that out. Look at that. Nice color to it and everything. All right. So, let's give it a try. See how it tastes. Okay, that's not bad at all. I can taste the imitation crab, and I can taste that Old Bay seasoning. It's a very distinct flavor. It's something that you can't easily get in Japan, so I had to bring some back, but I'm really glad I did, because it goes very well with seafood. Let's get another bite here. Oh, yeah. See, and the green onion and the celery in that give it a nice crunch as well. So it's got some good texture as well as flavor. Yeah. Now, as I said, I basically took this recipe from a video that my mother sent me and just made a couple of changes. I made a lot less than he did, and he made his smaller. He had carrot in his. I decided I would rather have celery and some Old Bay seasoning because, I don't know, I just kind of felt it fit the flavor profile better. But honestly, I don't know if they're as good as the guy in the videos, but these are pretty good. Now, I made changes to the recipe because the guy in the video said that he also made changes to the recipe. So clearly, you could remove or add kind of whatever you want. I kept in the white pepper, because I never really used white pepper, but the Old Bay seasoning seemed like a no-brainer. If you're making crab cakes, you need Old Bay seasoning, so I figured if you're making imitation crab cakes, you probably need something like that as well. And while this wasn't difficult to make, it also wasn't particularly time-consuming. You gotta chop everything up kind of fine, mix everything up, but it's not a particularly difficult thing to make. And as I said, the guy in the video made smaller cakes. I decided to go ahead and just make one big one because I didn't have a whole lot of material. I made less than he did. Yeah, right. So now that I know how to make this, there's a pretty good chance I'll make this again. And I can play with the amounts. I can add more of the vegetables and imitation crab, or I can add more seasoning, or I can swap out something. So yeah, there's a lot of good possibilities on this one. Anyway, I have most of this left, and I am going to finish this before bed. One, it's really, really good, and two, I don't think it will reheat particularly well, so better eat it while it's hot. So, but as always, appreciate you guys stepping in, and we'll see you in the next video.